5 minutes left of the session. Here's Valentino Rossi, he's in 11th, Mir in 12th as well. Both will want a bit of a lift here.
Yeah, if you'd have said to Zarco and Miller at the start of play today, you'll be 3rd and 4th on the grid, respectively, I think they'd have asked to have signed up immediately. It's the Ducati GP21 colleague Pecco Bagnaia that's got some work to do. He's down the back of the 3rd row in 9th.
Brand new soft rear for Quartararo. He's not content with his lap that's almost half a second clear of anyone, although this is close here from Maverick Viñales and Pol Espargaro as well, on for a lap here that could actually put him on the front row.
Yeah, this is a real good charge by Maverick Viñales.
It's disappeared completely this lap, hasn't it?
It was. It's all gone awry in the 3rd sector. Pol Espargaro then on course to move up 3 places. At the moment, he's down in P10. Estimated position P7. Has he picked up those 3 places? He certainly has. A 1:32.830. And that's now relegated Miguel Oliveira further down the pack. He's now in 8th spot.
Joan Mir can't find anything yet. He's got 4 minutes left to try and turn his qualifying session around. He remains in 12th for now.
Good lap that's coming in from Valentino Rossi. He goes up inside the top 10. A 32.919. There have not been too many laps in his career that Valentino Rossi's gone around Assen quicker than that, and he's still 9/10 of a second behind Fabio Quartararo. Viñales then goes for attempt number 2. And he's got nothing for Fabio Quartararo's 31.922, although to be fair to him, I don't think anybody will have. Oh, that was the reason why it all went wrong in sector 3 on that last lap. He was half a tenth down in the first 2 sectors, and then he comes into De Bolt, and it was nearly disaster.
Well, he's bounced back, Lynn Jarvis with his head in his hands almost there, but Viñales is on course here to challenge Quartararo on this next lap. He's 300ths up through sector 2, and he now comes through sector 3, this time all A-OK for Viñales. He's going to try and challenge his Monster Energy Yamaha teammate for pole.
Well, this is awesome because he was a 1.5 down through the first sector. Sectors 2 and 3 have been incredible by Maverick Viñales. This will be very, very close. He's 9,000th of a second up on Fabio Quartararo. He sweeps through the Gert Timmer chicane. Is Viñales pinching pole? He is! It's a new all-time lap record from another Monster Energy Yamaha rider. This time it's Viñales with a 1:31.814 over a 10th clear of Fabio Quartararo. Can he respond?
Excellent from Viñales, who was a 10th up on anyone in the 4th sector this morning in FP3. So Quartararo now, time to respond. Joan Mir just improved a couple of positions. He's up to 10th. Pecco Bagnaia now then is last in this qualifying session.
Good session so far for this man, Taka Nakagami. 5th place for him. That would equal his season best. And Oliveira's got some work to do. He's down in 8th spot. Taka Nakagami over the line. Does he improve on 5th? No, he doesn't. It's a PB lap, but stays on the middle of that 2nd row, sandwiched in between Miller and Pol Espargaro. So at the moment, Fabio Quartararo building up and building up nicely to a hot lap here. Half a tenth down on Maverick Viñales. Will Viñales' 1:31.814 keep him in pole position for the first time since Misano 2 last year? He qualified last weekend. Viñales on pole at the moment, and that's exactly where he will stay. Quartararo does improve to a 1:31.885 to 700ths between the 2 factory Yamahas.
Still no change for 3rd and 4th. Zarco remains there with Miller in 4th. Nakagami, though, Bagnaia out of nowhere. From 12th to 3rd, he's now gone onto the front row.
He needed that big style. That's a great lap by Pecco Bagnaia, given all the problems that the Ducati has had so far this weekend. What has Alex Rins got left in his locker?
Quartararo is almost 2/10ths up in sector 1.
He's got that soft rear tyre now beautifully up to optimum working temperature. And Maverick Viñales is 1:31.814. Is now starting to look sluggish, isn't it? Quartararo still up through the first 2 sectors. Nakagami on course for the front row. Zarco also putting up a really good charge here to get himself back on the front row. Oliveira's gone third, a 32.450. It's all chopping and changing. There was a mistake there by Quartararo.
There was.
How much time did that cost him?
He's on the front row. The Japanese man has made it. Quartararo then. The checkered flag will be out shortly. He's gone. The mistake has cost him the chance of pole, but it's not over yet for Zarco.
Johann Zarco, on his last flying lap in Q1, saved himself from a 17th place starting position here in Assen, and he's on course to top Q1 and potentially get himself on the front row. Quartararo, he's taken the checkered flag. Here comes Zarco. Is he back on that front row? No, not quite. It was close. He misses out by just 0.08 of a second. He'll take that though, from potentially 17th in Q1. He'll take a 4th on the grid in Assen.
Bagnaya's on the front row. Excellent work from number 63. He puts Nakagami down to 4th.
Those last 2 laps by Pecco Bagnaia were absolutely brilliant. A really strong end to the session for Vinales as well, a 1:31.911. But what a week it's been in the life of Maverick Vinales. 7 days to go in the Sachsenring. He qualified last and was nowhere. 1 week later, he's on pole position for the historic Dutch TT.
Oh, Alex Rins has crashed here on the final lap. Hopefully he's absolutely fine. The checkered flag is out and it doesn't look like there'll be any changes. Oliveira will take that. He's on the back of the second row. Turn 8 is the crash for Alex Rins. Joan Mir, his teammate, again, cannot find his way past the front 3 rows.
Thankfully, Alex Rins looks relatively okay. No aggravation to that fractured right radius bone. Turn 8.
It's not a slow crash.
No, there isn't really a slow crash in Assen, is there? Front end washout then. Up at turn 8, Steckenval catches out Alex Rins. He has a good look at that right arm. It seems okay, but what can you say about this man's week? Last in the Sachsenring to first in Assen.
Bizarre, but he has been fantastic so far this weekend. He's topped every session barring FP4. His teammate took that. It's a Monster Energy Yamaha 1-2 as it was back in Le Mans.
Yeah, great job that by Maverick Vinales. He's had his critics. It's been an up and down season. 1 week he's there and fighting for the wins, and then other weeks you don't see him fighting for the top 10. But and his beloved Assen, Maverick Vinales takes pole position for the 24th time in his Grand Prix career, 13th in the MotoGP World Championship. Can he make it back-to-back wins? Of course, he was our last victor here 2 years ago, back in 2019 at the Dutch TT in Assen.